Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel playing another champion which is called Ahri. This is a 9 foxtail champion, I think it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah 9. 9-tail fox character in the game. Obviously I'm going to show you her abilities, her combinations, etc. Same way as we did about Aatrox. Now let me level up first. I can show you what she's doing. But okay. So, shut up. Her passive is, you can obviously read it. By the way, I love this champion. I played this champion many times. And you can get good at this champion, but you need to play so many games to be right. Like, it's easy, it's sort of easy to understand, but difficult to master, if that makes sense. So anyway, let's start with her Q. Basically does that, and giving movement speed and does damage. When it goes back, it does true damage. Obviously you can read it, I just showed you. A W basically puts a little circuit around me, and when Flunk can close, it does damage. That's all it does, Flunk. As you can see, it just does damage. And E, it's a charm. As you can see, obviously I can't do this on this dummy because it just stands there. But fine. I need a champion. Oh, I don't have any champions. Minions. Okay, that's fine. I doubt it's going to work on minions, but let's try it. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. Basically, what it does, I use E. If I hit someone, they're going to come to me.
How tempting.
Obviously, you can read it. The more you level up, the longer they think they're going to be charmed. And her ult is basically flash, but you have 3 flashes instead of 1. So basically, this. That's all she does. And of course 100 mana to do all 3 of them. So yeah. And you obviously have flash and etc. So after we know all the spells and etc, let me show you her combinations. You probably can guess the combinations. Go by Sharpcraft. Go. Yeah, it's fine. So you press R. You can go for E if you can burst them down. You can go for W to do extra damage if they have multiple. You can go for Q to give you movement speed. Obviously, it depends what you're against. If you know you can burst them down, you're like legendary, etc. You can Alt E if you land it. If not, then Q. If you can land that, then W does the job for you. As you can see, dish. So you could do press W, R, that does damage. Obviously, if you have Thunderlord, it's going to be extra damage. Then if you have, for example, exhaust, you can exhaust them. I didn't know you can actually exhaust them. So you can exhaust them to be even slower. Then if you somehow, you can do either E or Q. It depends obviously on situations. If they're running away, Q forwards and then run forwards, as you can see like this. Give you movement speed. Or obviously use your Q Alt. So it's gonna look something like this. So Q E W I must have that. Alt E Q W. Sometimes if you know that, for example, if you're over this bush, walnut bush, and for example you have a vision of them right here, you can E over the wall as well. Like for example, E then Q then W then no E Alt W then Q, or what you could do also is E and Q at the same time, so like that. So it's gonna hit E and Q at the same time. So like boop 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 boop. As you can see, obviously it doesn't go much damage because it has an urgent resistance and 100 magic resistance, physical magic. So let me try Scoutcraft. So boop 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 boop. Obviously that didn't help much, but I think you understand what I'm trying to do for you. Just basically spamming your keyboard. Let's try, I don't know. What can we do? Okay, let's go to the minions. Boop. So, boop, 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 boop. Also, she's a good at wave clearing because her Q can go through the minions. So you can either use a W, you can kill the minions as well. So, for example, in a normal wave, you can do Q to go forwards, then W, again Q if you have it, and then W. E will do damage, but it's not going to do through the whole champions. It's just going to do minions. I mean, not champions. It's going to go like that. Her item build is. Obviously depends what your situation is. I thought I was a champion. Depends obviously on what situation you are in. If they're all if they're all magic damage, then you must buy this. Let me sell this. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Come on, cookies. So buy this. You can see what it does. 60 magic resist. You can go for. Is there any more items? I doubt many people are gonna buy this on thingy. Obviously this Lunar Psycho, yes, maybe depends if they have fast champions. For example, Jace, like he can knock you down, down by I mean back and run away. So that's good. That's the if you need CC and health. So if you're gonna have this for CC, buy this as well because it gives you 2% burn of them and doubles it. The burn is doubled for thingies movement impact units. So units which just move impact is slowed. So basically, if you use thingy, Grace Scepter, the burn is gonna do a lot of more damage. So let's see. Reset this. Oh, let me lock my levels because I was just about to level up. So okay, my Q does. Let's see how much I have. 902. And let me write that in chat. 902. Let me go back. Sell my 75. Okay, I had that. Okay. 75 ability power. What does that's 15 50 so 65 wait 50 60 70 I want to be exactly 75 wait this was 70 100 50 there you go, 75. So we have exactly the same ability power. So as you can see, 302 is going to do 809. So you can see there's about 100 and something difference by just having this item. So obviously, if you need a even more burst, buy them 2 items. So Rally's Scepter and Leandri's Turman. What else can you do? You can do Void Staff against any tanks. For example, if you have a tank on the enemy team who's building a lot of magic resist, because you have a full magic resist, team, by Void Staff, obviously Magic Pen helps. And then to finish it off, you can go for Zonias if they have a lot of CC, or if you are quite good with ahri and you really die, then you go Death Cap. So as you can see, nearly 700 ability power, and that will do a lot of damage. As you can see, I would do 1000. The burn does what, 120 something damage. So you can see 1460 health by just 1 Q, having a full build at level 6. Well, it's going to be a level 18 because that's roughly when you're going to have your. Oh yeah, it doesn't do it. Does it? Oh well. Because at level 18, that's when you have full spells. So if with this build, if you have exhaust or heal, you're gonna have roughly 2.5k health. You can also buy is a elixir potion, which I don't think many people do. 50 ability spell, 50 magic regen for 5 seconds. Oh, per 5 seconds. As you can see that I have 739 ability spell now. Now that what? Oh, I missed that one, didn't I? Oh yeah, let's wait. Okay, Linzak Archer procs. Okay. Boop. Because I moved that one when they come back. As you can see, there's a lot more damage because the death cap implies it by 35%. 200 damage extra. Plus, if you have any Inferno Dragons, that's gonna help you out a lot. Let's try to get 1k. And that helped. You know what I should do? Play like a Vega or something, and just to see how much thingies I have at the end of the game. My guess is gonna be, oh, there's Stingy champions. There's, I think 4 or 5. No, there's 5 champions who can go forever. Kindred, Sion, I don't remember. Vega, I remember for sure. Fresh, and there's someone else I can't remember. Okay, let's do a maximum 898 with this build. Obviously, if you're gonna go for more ability power, you can sell Abyssal Scepter because it gives only 60 for Morolinicon, the book basically. Jesus Christ, I can't say the name. That's probably gonna be a 1k. Ooh, close. And then, if you want to, you can change the you can't. Or does that stack? No, it doesn't stack. Okay. So hopefully you understand the build. I don't think there's going to be a long episode. How long is that? 12 minutes. Jesus Christ. With Atrix, I did so much. Oh yeah, the team play. Completely forgot about team play. Why am I moving? Beep. So you can help your junglers by doing that. Which is really good at pushing. If you have full build, just that and you're done. As you can see. Heraclic doesn't do that much damage. Oh, that doesn't do that much damage. 500 damage. Yeah. Nice one. Obviously because I have some ability power, etc. Let's try to kill Thingy without health potion. And I was on. There you go. Hello. I can't charm you, can I? No. I have an idea. No, it doesn't do it. I thought the ball was gonna do extra damage because it's at the back. It doesn't. Was that gonna do anything? No. Okay. Let's restart the game because I have so much stuff and I kind of messed around. Boop. Let's give myself level 6 for my ult, and then give myself some. Oh, yeah, that, that, and I'm gonna show you this TP. Okay, let's try thingy 5-5. So imagine. What is it? That, yeah. Imagine this is going to be your. It's like that. No, what is it? A B. Aren't we? Okay, imagine this. You have enemies. What? I thought that's supposed to be. They're gone for some reason. Oh, because I pressed B. Okay, I get it. Because I pressed the wrong button. That's why. So imagine this is your enemies versus allies on Muslim PvP. A little bug, you can see. There you go, a visual bug. So as as ahri, you could either go from the side, so like Alt EQW Alt on AD carrier. If you can't hear that, basically Alt EQW on AD carrier and just kill them. Instantly, it depends obviously on what AD carry is. If it's Ezreal, it's going to be quite difficult to do. You will rely on your E. if that's gonna hit you, if that's gonna hit them, you can kill them quite easily. If that is gonna miss, and they, for example, E away, you pretty much missed all your abilities. Because I think all does the damage. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're gonna miss, if this is against Ezreal, try bursting, how do you say it? Try make sure that he wastes his E jump before you use your E. So, for example, this is him. If you press E, let's say he was let's say he was here, and if I do this, and he escaped and jumped over here, and you do your combination right here, I missed. If you did it right here, well, obviously somewhere here, roughly, he's obviously going to jump away, and you're going to miss your E, you're going to miss your Q, you might hit him with W, but still you missed Q and E, which is 7 and 12 second cooldown, which is a lot of cooldown. I'm going to show you. So there. Now what are you going to do? Just auto attack him? Bro, chances are you're going to die because of this. So if it's Ezreal, try just ult, then maybe Q, where he's, and then maybe W. When he uses his E, use your key E, because there's no chance he's gonna run away, unless he has flash. Obviously that's a different story. But, and you know once you play, just E wherever the closest is. Like most of the times it's going to be tanks. So just E the tank. Oh, nice. E the tank, and then just full combo on you. For example, Q maybe at the start to just do some poking damage. If your team is going in, obviously use a W, Q. Chance the enemy team is gonna go in, but you have a more advantage over them because you just bursted their enemy's tank and they can't do much. So okay, let's imagine this is gonna be the tank. For the full team, I need items. This is gonna take forever. Oh, yeah, nice DP. Come on, shop. There you go, easy to, let's buy that as well. Because I'm, oh, level thingy required, 9. Apparently you require level 9, I didn't know. So let's say this is you, yeah? That's the tanks. This is what's gonna happen after your old team gonna come up. Chances are it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be about half of health. Obviously depends on the thingy. If it's a proper tank, like top laner tank, it's gonna be quite difficult. Maybe about a quarter go down. If it's like a support tank, like Fresh, Tom Kench, Leon, etc., you're gonna burst them quite easily because they don't get any gold whatsoever. So you're gonna destroy most of the health. Chances are you're gonna win pretty much the whole battle if you're not gonna mess around. Okay, after you shut down the tanks, well, by that I mean lower their HP like dramatically. By the way, always buy half potions if you have full build. Always buy that. I see so many people don't buy them. I don't know why. They just always buy them if you need that extra edge on the enemies. So anyway, after you burst that thingy that doesn't exist anymore, so let's just somehow let's do that. Enemies should be. So now you have roughly 4 of them and a 5th one going back. Roughly. No, 5th one is low on health and can't do much. Yeah. So obviously you move with your enemy ally to push because you're roughly all 4 HP compared to enemies who's just burst down the champion. So he doesn't exist anymore because you only have 4, not 5. So let's say this door is the. Let's say this door is the person, because it's easier to represent. Yeah, it's gonna take forever. Anyway, In the team fight, after you burst down a tank, or whoever the first person you burst down, doesn't really matter. Okay, let's say about that. There you go, that's the combination. Okay. I guess you can see the top. That's the enemies, yep. Next, if they're running away, back, try to use your Alt and then E. Whoever the first person you hit is the best. If you miss, then too bad, you just wasted your Alt and your E without doing much. If enemy is going on you, you can run away, use Q, you'll run faster, because it gives you moving speed. You could also use W, that will do some damage in this radius if they're really close to you. Obviously you could use the Alt and Flash, etc. You could also use E if they're right next to you, like if they're really going for your face. Use the E, you can just slow down, Q, run away, as you can see. Oh wait, let's try. So E, Q, run away. So as you can see from, let me put the dummy down. But let's see, this is the dummy way he was, where I was. That, then Q. That's how much distance you're gonna get, roughly, from this to the thingy. Obviously 3D you're gonna be perfect and it's gonna be far better distance. So from this to this, that's a big difference, especially if you do it again, or just spam your, use your E, and then just run away normally, for example. And then if you're right next to your face, Q, just run it faster. You know, the basics. Yeah, so basically E, Q, W, R, Q, and that's pretty much the whole burst you have for the enemy champions. I think that's everything I wanted to say, 20 minutes, yeah, roughly. So if you have any more kind of ideas you want me to talk about for Ahri, you can, but I don't know if there's, I don't think there's any more things to do. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.